Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, the rookie Tyler Luke, set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Bengals. And Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league. And really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
I think it's a smart play, especially this early in the game. I don't think you want to start forcing throws, take any unnecessary risks, allow your team to get settled in, don't have any sudden change turnovers. So I think in the end there, he made the right move.
Gesicki, the man in motion. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up. Gonna get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. In danger of an opening 3 and out. They face 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
In motion goes Likely. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Tackle there by Trenton Simpson. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Wester on the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion goes Likely. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Then he'll take this to about the 28. Geno Stone with the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. In motion goes Likely. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Hopkins sent in motion. Going to go right back to Henry. There he goes, inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion goes Likely. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. In motion goes Likely. Third and short, Jackson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And that'll set up fourth down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bengals offense make their way out and take over once more. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Right back to Chase. He's got it again. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A huge play there for the Bengals. An even 40 yards.
First down. A gain of 40 yards. And the Bengals first down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A first down throw for Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. This one to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Second down, Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Burrow to throw. One working up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work to shoot those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives. It is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. He fields it at the 8. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Jackson going to keep it himself. To be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. All even on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Jordan Battle from his secondary spot makes his way in and takes down the QB.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back to throw, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and they have loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long for Jackson. And they'll wind up getting about 6, but he is stopped well short of a first down marker. It is 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. Now Brown. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Burrow now. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Ryan Rico now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And then downfield, it's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Jackson. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now, Jackson. In trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blow, everybody like
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 4th down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will take a 6-3 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
To it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career, his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own. A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught. Finding Higgins. They get 16 on that connection. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Bengals 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. The next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is brought in. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. 61 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how...
That one, taken in. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bengals open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. The TD on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's going to run it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 29.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half. And they're going to have to get that fixed and fixed quickly.
Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long, so the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Ravens go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Bengals 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The tight end, Fant, in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They bring their tight end right. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Cincinnati.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Throwing is Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
68-yard attempt.
And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
Bengals 10.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. On the return, it's Mitchell. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. That one is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
In motion goes Likely. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Pick up there of 19 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board.
Trying to find a crease in that massive humanity, but he is going to come up short.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
yards on that play, and now it is 3rd and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown.
He'll try to set up the screen here, and he'll take this one in. Derrick Henry, touchdown, Baltimore. On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Bengals offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. From Brown. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Burrow here on 2nd down, and that one incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 3rd down, they'll set him to throw. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Henry. And this a slight improvement over the previous. There's not going to lose yardage. They're not gaining any either. It's third down.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Jackson from the gun on third down. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man, that's Flowers.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Second down and 8. Off the play fake. Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gain of 11. And it's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And this one blown up. Good surge. Drop them. Loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
A loss of 2.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
In motion goes Likely. Play action now. Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. And they cash it in on 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And we brought it down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here. And he will take it in himself. The those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Bengals 10.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Jones now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
2nd and 10. Burrow. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And that is incomplete. Andre Yosemite was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That is hard down the field. He's got it. They pick up 27 and convert on 4th down.
That's good for a Bengals first down. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Bengals first down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
This is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the Ravens' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Now Burrow on the bootleg. That is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
P-Rock is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bengals are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Ravens 27, Bengals 17.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Pistol give to Henry. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. In motion goes Likely. Here's Henry. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Jackson now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively It'll set up a fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. They go play action for Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibach. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A very short game.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of a first down after a gain of 7.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Here's Brown. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens 7-yard.
They'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Andre Yosibach. Touchdown, Bengals. That his second touchdown tonight.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson. Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. In motion goes Likely. On the handoff, it's Henry. A timeout, Cincinnati. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Back to throw, Jackson. Look wide, get this one complete. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
It's 4th down.
Ravens bring their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And He'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw, Burrow. Open left side in Gesicki. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
A first down throw for Burrow.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's second down. Throwing is Burrow. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. We'll talk things over before third down. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to force overtime. He banged this one, and he's got it. Gets it from long distance. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool, he's calm, he steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. And no return here. This is a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
I don't know how that ball gets through, Mike. It seems like the entire defense was in the end zone awaiting that pass. All they've got to do is knock it down, but somehow it's right on the money, and this has been an incredible finish to this ball game.
So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.